What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It's your boy Trex, the sports junkie, and this is the Nbs Show Episode 148. Yes, I'm back. Not no more audio. Now you get the visual. Now I get to look Bumpy in his eyes. I get to look Bumpy in his eyes. And of course, so first let me start. Keo may be with us. He may not be with us. Shout out to Keo, man. He's been holding it down for these past few months. Hopefully he makes it. If he doesn't, it's all good. We got somebody for y'all. But with that being said, we got Bumpy Bars in the building. What up, my dog?
You know what it is, Wes. Hey, nice sweater. Shout out to you, nice sweater. You know what I'm saying? Yo, J Franchise, welcome to the show, my brother. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we're going to push you back like that hairline. Let's go.
True, introduce me properly.
Hey, we got the homie in the building, the original member of the NBS squad, NBS team, my dog, J Franchise. What up, homie? Oh, God.
What's good? What's good? What's good? To everybody, it's Sports Talk America. It's your boy, Mr. Franchise, a.k.a. thatdude.com, a.k.a. the greatest, and I mean the greatest sports analyst to ever bless the sports waves. I'm back, and it's cracking.
You sure you ready?
R.I.P. rights to Bumpy Bars. Let's go.
Where you been, Jasper? Where you been hiding?
Hey, man, I'm out here building franchises, coaching kids, building greatness, man.
And but right you forgot now, about this one, though.
Hey, man, True knows my credibility and what I've done.
While you was gone, I was shooting J's in the franchise. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Well, we gotta fire
Drake got something for you to close you out.
We got a fire show lined up. You two can go back and forth all day. We're gonna start off real quick with the NBA. KD is back in the news. We know he just, was in the playoffs and lost to the Boston Celtics, but there's rumors that Boston has emerged, them along with the Miami Heat, as probably the front runners. What's your thoughts on that? Who y'all think? Do y'all think that one of those teams have an edge? You think there's an outside team that's going to come in and get him? What's your thoughts? I'm going to let Jasper go first, Bumpy.
No, don't explain to me. I insist.
So here's my take, man. I understand why KD is asking for the trade, but I hate the fact that you're a superstar in Brooklyn. You've let me backtrack a little bit. So I had this discussion with somebody about this, and my big issue with KD is this: you were in Oklahoma City, you couldn't win it, being the alpha. Okay, you go to Golden State, where they teach you how to win. They teach you how to win. You get 2 Finals MVPs, 2 championships is lovely, right? And then you say, you know what? I'm ready to go take my talents to Brooklyn. And you would think I'm going to take some of my winning ways from Golden State and bring it to Brooklyn. And you didn't. and then you sign with a head case in Kyrie Irving. And to all you Kyrie Irving fans, you got real life issues. You got real life issues.
I'm a Kyrie Irving fan, but go ahead.
I would never wear shoes. I wouldn't wear a hoodie, a ball cap, any of that of his. I wouldn't even grow my beard out like Kyrie, and that's pretty serious. So
that is pretty serious.
So my thing is, KD requesting a trade just shows to me that, hey, bro, you're not ready to be somebody's alpha. You need to go somewhere where it's already made and somebody else is the alpha and they take the pressure off you. I don't like him going to Boston because Boston's gonna have to gut their team to get this dude. Anywhere you go, you're gonna have to gut your squad. And if it were me, if I'm Brooklyn, hey man, you owe me 4 years, bro. You owe me 4 years. Sit back, get on this court. Ooh, we'll get rid of Kyrie next year. We'll get rid of him. Ben is going to ball. Ben Simmons is going to be better. I guarantee that. Kyrie's going to leave. But you staying. Him going to the Celtics will be foolish. It will be ultra foolish because you don't have a point guard. You basically getting rid of one of your best defenders. You're getting rid of a really good Robin to a Batman and Jaylen Brown for a guy that's 34, got 4 years left on his deal, and he ain't gonna be a shell of himself when he hits 38. No, it's horrible. It's a horrible deal. And if anybody thinks it's a great deal, get off the screen.
Well, fix your face. Go ahead, Bumpy.
Always smiling, true as the sports. Call him Smiley. Smiley the sports junkie. Go ahead.
All that talking for a whole bunch of nothing, X. We wasted all that time. He didn't say nothing. I'm going to tell y'all, like I've been saying from the very beginning, X was here when I said it. I didn't say they ain't going nowhere. Like Kyrie decided to stay now. I knew he wasn't going nowhere. KD, all this Jaylen Brown stuff, no. Nobody's getting rid of KD for Jaylen Brown and no picks. I'm telling y'all, like I said, this was all a publicity stunt. They're trying to get people to come over there and join their team, make it bigger. It's a big old nothing because they ain't going nowhere. KD not going nowhere. He not leaving Brooklyn after he did all that to get there and then be talked about as not being a winner because all he wants to do right now secretly is prove he can win on his own because that is the stigma behind it. KD ain't going nowhere. Kyrie, we know his stigma. Everywhere he goes is a dumpster fire after he leaves. He can't do that either. They not going nowhere. They're going to be right there. And I still feel like if they don't pick somebody else up after all this, they not winning again next year. So, to me, they kind of stuck in the same spot because nothing major has changed in Brooklyn besides them causing a bunch of ruckus. That's it.
Oh, God. I got to set both of y'all straight now.
You can't argue that, X.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. I do not think KD is going to Boston. I'm with you on that. If I'm Boston, I'm not giving up Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and a bunch of picks. That's crazy. But to go back to what Jasper's saying, Jasper said if he was, the GM or the owner, you're not going nowhere. We have you on the books. You're going to stay here. You're going to fulfill that contract. Me, I'm not in that same boat. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I always tell my friends, I'm pretty sure Jasper's probably heard this before from me. My thing is this. If I was ever a GM of a team, if you don't want to be here, bye. Period. I don't want you here. I kind of look at it like I'm dating a girl. And a girl tells me, well, I don't really want to be here. Well, I'm not about to just sit here and be with you because there's no reason. You don't want to be here? Bye. There's the door. I think that Brooklyn should trade him. Brooklyn should trade him. Now, I'm not sitting there saying trade him to the destination of his choice. No, I'm not saying that. But if he doesn't want to be there, we don't need you.
Go trade him
before you, and Brooklyn will be here after you.
So go trade him to Orlando for 10 players and 5 picks.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. Initially, I thought it was going to be the Suns. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I thought the Suns that was the piece that was going to get them over the hump. Now I'm thinking a team that's willing to do it is the Miami Heat. I think that they would do it. I think for sure they will mortgage everything to win right now. Now,
what they got worth it though?
Huh?
What they got worth it?
Okay, so they got picks. They can get some picks in there. Tyler Hero's a nice young player that they can get in there. They got Duncan Robinson. I'm not sitting there saying he goes in the doghouse at the end. I'm just saying they got pieces, young pieces. Now, the two people that would be a no-go for me is Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo.
Then you have no deal, X. What are you talking about? You have no deal.
I'm not trading them two pieces. Outside of them two, pretty much anybody can go. I think that Pat Riley can figure out something. A lot of people didn't. Jasper, you shaking your head no, but you didn't think the big three was gonna happen in Miami at once upon a time.
I do agree with that. However, he didn't have to mortgage the world for that big three to occur.
But you got to think, if KD stays on that ledge, I don't want to be here. If you have me as a GM and you offer me Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, some of them young players, and so a bunch of picks, I'm taking that because I'd rather you not be here. For me, I'd rather you not be here. I ain't tripping.
You're not hearing the bigger picture, X. They don't really want to leave.
Well, hey,
they're trying to make them make moves.
Bro, he's 34 years old.
They don't want to go nowhere.
No, I agree with you, Jay. What I'm saying to you is the only teams that make sense is the Miami Heat. Hold up, let me finish.
I got a better team than that. Go ahead.
Hold up. Miami makes sense. Phoenix makes sense. LA makes sense because those teams have guys that are ready to win right now. They're not trying to wait. Chris Paul is not getting any younger. Jimmy Butler's not getting any younger. LeBron James not getting any younger. If you're going to trade him, it has to go to one of those teams. He's not going to a team like Boston. That's young assets. Those boys went to the finals this year. They gave Golden State a run this year. He's not going to Boston. And don't bring up the Pelicans because, no, we're not trading for KD.
That's the perfect team.
Nah.
That is by far. They have the picks.
But it's not going to happen, though. You know that, franchise. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. But it makes bro, if you could trade Brandon Ingram, Hayes.
I'm not giving Brandon Ingram up. Are you crazy?
Yes, you are.
No,
you're going to give Brandon Ingram.
Both of y'all talking scenarios when the whole fact is none of it makes sense and they ain't going nowhere.
Right. But I'm saying if I'm the Pelicans and I could trade Brandon Ingram, I could trade maybe CJ McCollum, Hayes, and like 4 picks, pick swaps and all that crap. Bye. Put him alongside Zion.
But then New Orleans not finna win with that.
Well,
they're not gonna win. They can't even beat Golden State with that.
Nah, stop.
That's a fact.
Well,
that's a fact. You think Kevin Durant with that team you just named gonna beat Golden State this year? I dare you to put money on that because you know damn well that's not happening, B. Kevin Durant is scared of them by himself.
I'm gonna keep my wallet to myself.
You keep that over there because I sure need some of that.
With guys that are ready to win right now, not
down
the road.
New Orleans ain't ready to win right now, X. They not.
Hey, don't be disrespectful.
They're not, X. They're not.
Don't be disrespectful. Watch your mouth.
I'm talking facts.
But true. Let's be honest for a second, okay? The real question is not whether or not you're ready to win now. The question has to be, are you willing to gut your team in order to get a guy that's going to give you maybe 2, possibly 3 years of prime KD? Because that 4th year, you're not getting KD at prime. KD's not going to be that dude at 38. I'm going to say that right now. He's not. So are you willing to gut that whole squad plus mortgage your future for a guy that's 34 and may not give you?
If I'm Miami, LA, and Phoenix,
LA who?
I'm doing it.
LA who?
The Lakers.
Won't stop.
We're not.
Anthony Davis should be out of there for me. What?
But they're not going. That's not that. They're not. They don't even want that straight up though.
I would give
Brooklyn don't want that.
I would give up Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, a bunch of picks to get KD to LA.
Bro, LA ain't got no picks to even give up.
We don't got no picks.
Hey, I'm a mortgage whatever I can think. I figure things out.
That's not gonna work. Y'all both have showed me I won this conversation, so we can move on.
You're embarrassing yourself, Bumpy.
You guys making yourself look crazy. I told y'all they're not going nowhere. They're still in Brooklyn. We're weeks into this.
So Bumpy, I agree with the fact that it's not gonna happen. It's true. If LA was to do that, they'd have to mortgage crypto.com in order to pull this shit off. Like, it's not gonna happen. I cannot see this guy leaving without like damn near gunning the rest of like your next 4 to 5 years. I just can't.
So last comments, y'all are saying he will be in Brooklyn next year playing basketball.
I'm saying no, hold on. No, clarify that, X. I said that. Y'all had like 30 scenarios of all the teams where he's not going. I told y'all he's staying there. Kyrie's staying there. Nothing else makes sense unless it's something crazy, which nobody's talking about.
Well, Bumpy, check this out, right? We're here to, not only entertain and appease the fans and kind of give them some scenarios. I mean, we know the honest truth. I mean, he ain't going nowhere. But I also like to appease the fans and make sure the fans understand that anything is possible. And if it is going to happen, this is what I think it should be.
I'm glad you did that. Y'all keep doing that. And I'm going to keep telling them it ain't going.
But in all honesty, we know he ain't going nowhere, And lastly, hey, Bumpy, do me a favor, man. Why do you have all this LA stuff in the background and you're wearing a green Celtics shirt?
It's not a green Celtics shirt, baby. It's a 90s relationship goals, man. You see that? You see that flip phone with the work?
That's majority green.
You see that flip phone with the work?
That's majority green.
Just to
stop
clarify,
hating.
He will be in Brooklyn next year.
Yes.
Hell no, he won't be in Brooklyn next year. He'll be traded.
What other choice does he have?
He'll be traded. He'll be traded to Miami or to Phoenix.
Phoenix won't do it, man.
Man, you crazy. Phoenix gonna get that boy. Phoenix trying to get over the hump.
Okay, all right, True. Let me ask you this before we move on. If you're Phoenix, what do you give up?
Well, you can't give up DeAndre Ayton now because you have to wait till January 1 to trade because of the signing them matching the offer.
Okay.
If I have to wait till then, I will.
Wow. Who would you give up though? Is the question.
DeAndre Ayton, Cam Johnson, what's my other Cam dude? I can't think of his name. Payne. I'm giving up a bunch of them. Mikal Bridges, Bob, whoever, except for Devin Booker and Chris Paul.
No title. They won't win a title if they give up DeAndre.
Hey, Booker, Paul, and Durant, that's nasty.
And and guess what they're gonna have on their bench? You know what they're gonna have on their bench? Bumpy Bars, Truex and Sports Junkie, and Key.
Hey, I'm gonna go get some buckets. Don't do that.
You just gave him a nice shot, dog. You gave him a nice shot when you threw me on that bench. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, man.
Well, with that being said, okay, let's move over to football. Kyler Murray's in the news because Kyler Murray just got a big, huge payday. Is it warranted? $230 million. Would you have done it if you were the Arizona Cardinals?
Bumpy, you want this or you want me to go first?
You took the last one. I don't mind going first on this one. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that. If I'm the Cardinals, yes, in my opinion, because can you go out there and find a Kyler Murray, somebody to replace him with that skill set at this moment right now that has what he's learned in his time that's actually on the same page as you are to go to the level you're trying to get to? You're not going to replace Kyler Murray right now. I don't care where you go. It's not a Kyler Murray out there to grab. Even if you go from the draft, there's no Kyler Murray there. So, in my opinion, make him happy, get him, down for the long haul, and lock him in. And I believe they did the right move. And in my opinion, I don't see. I looked around. I thought about it. I tried to see the scenario, but there's nobody else that can replace Kyler Murray for the Cardinals right now, man. So if I was me, I would have made the same move because he's definitely worth it. He's not a bad quarterback. He's not horrible. None of that. He's actually good, and he's striving. He's getting better. So definitely me. Yes, give him the money. Is he worth the $230 million? He you know, they probably added a little bit of potential and what they see in the future and him actually exceeding what he is now, maybe a little bit, but you still can't get a Kyler Murray right now. So I have no problem with it.
Go ahead, Jay.
I hate this deal, man.
What?
You know why I hate it, bro? Because and look, bro, I'm gonna say this from so many different angles, and it's all gonna culminate to making sense. I don't like the QB market because you're rewarding a guy that's not even a top 15 quarterback.
What?
He's
not top 15.
He's top 15.
Yes.
You
15?
You're
15, Jay. 15.
He's top 10 in my opinion.
He's top 10.
Top 10.
You said he's not top 15,
no.
Jay?
Let's get rid of 15. Let's go 10.
Okay, thank you. A little bit more better, man. A little bit.
He's more like 12. But he's not top 10. I'm sorry. I'd take Dak Prescott over him. I'll take Kirk Cousins over him.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to argue with you. If you want to put him out the top 10, I won't argue that. But top 15, I will argue that.
Here's my problem. I don't like
Cousins. Oh, go ahead. Finish your
I don't like how the QB market has been reset year after year after year, and you're rewarding guys that haven't done anything. Like if you look at their statistical value, like if you look at Aaron Rodgers, you're like, oh yeah, he deserves it. If you look at Josh Allen, you'll be like, oh yeah, he deserves it. Pat Mahomes, oh yeah, he deserves it, right? But you're about to pay Deshaun Watson barely deserves it. And quite frankly, I'm gonna just be honest, he about to do a year. He about to do a year, if not more. But that's on another topic for another day. I just don't think a guy like Kyler Murray, who's only been to the playoffs, once, and you didn't win a playoff game, and and they put a clause in your contract saying you have to do 4 hours. Bro, that was man, I'm going to just say this straight up, man. He got that deal off of supply and demand, and that's it. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that, Kyler Murray's this great quarterback and this and that and the third. It would be very hard to replace him in the draft. I agree. I also agree with the fact that I just don't like the deal because I feel like this, bro. If this dude's not worth all that bread, man. He's not. Kyler Murray is not. If y'all saying Kyler Murray is that good, bro, hey man, these next 5 years, he better show it. He better at least win. He better at least win the division and at least win the NFC. Because if not, hey bro, that deal's trash, man. And I'll say it. That deal, I just don't like the deal. I just don't.
Okay, so you just said they went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They lost to the Super Bowl champion, which was the Rams eventually, which is not a bad loss. Come on, it's the Rams. And you look at Kyler Murray, 24 years old, number 1 overall pick, Cliff Kingsbury's pick, the GM's pick. Why would they not give us some Q? What's up?
Q! What up, Q?
What's good, fellas?
Salute, Tom.
You, as soon as I'm finished, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna talk to you in a second, all right?
Hey, man. Why this dude got some 1992 headphones?
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead, man. I was gonna get on your hat not being iron, but I'm gonna let you live.
Yo, as soon as I pull up, what up, man? What up, fellas, man?
What's good? But seriously, I don't like the Kyler Murray deal because the way the QB market has been set up, it's almost like you're paying a guy because you don't have any other options, and you're not paying him because the dude's produced. Now with Baltimore's gonna have to break the bank, empty bank, and other banks in order to pay Lamar. And I ain't gonna lie, Lamar really is worth it.
Okay, but Jay, Kyler Murray is 24 years old. Do you realize that Kyler Murray was the MVP candidate before DeAndre Hopkins got hurt?
And who you gonna replace him with,
He was
Jay?
an MVP candidate before DeAndre Hopkins got hurt.
He's 24, my dog.
You drafted him #1 overall. That means, guess what? If he fails, Cliff Kingsbury goodbye, GM goodbye, front office goodbye, everybody, they put all their stock into this young man. They better
a young man that thought about baseball.
That's right. He's a hell of an athlete. He's shown that he can. What you say? He's not a hell of an athlete.
So
a super athlete.
So are we saying that Kyler Murray is an elite quarterback?
I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he's
if you're in the top, if you're in the top 15, top 10 of NFL, yes, you're elite.
I asked, is he an elite quarterback?
At 24 years old, he has the potential to be elite.
He's elite. Yes, he is. He's young, but he's elite.
So true, you're paying him off of potential.
Absolutely. Dude, Zion missed the whole year, and we paid him.
I hate that deal. I hate them paying Zion all that damn bread. That was crazy.
You always pay for potential. If you believe in a guy, you pay for potential.
All these contracts now are for potential, bro. All of them.
Justin Herbert hasn't done anything as far as winning wise. You're not paying Justin Herbert?
Dog, it's year 2 for him.
I'm asking you, are you paying
Herbert's way better though. Herbert's better though.
Oh, look at you. And you see what I'm saying?
Herbert's
he has no playoff wins. None. 0.
But but here's my thing. I don't pay like I want to know, okay, if how do I say this? My thing with potential is potential to go one of two ways. It can fail you, or it can go in a successful route. He hasn't shown me enough to say you can get 238 and 160 guaranteed. That's crazy,
dude. 11-6 last year, playoffs. Hold up, listen. Before DeAndre Hopkins got hurt, they were, I want to say, the best team in football at the time with the record wise. So we got to put that into perspective. Their best offensive player outside of him got hurt. DeAndre Hopkins is all world, and they lost him. He still managed to get them to the playoffs. We can't in a tough division.
Hey, Colt McCoy, he won a couple games, didn't he?
He did.
You said 11.
Hey, I'm just saying you pay the man if you believe.
Franchise is talking like he don't need no franchise.
No, that's all I'm saying.
Are you paying Kyler Murray?
What I'm saying is this. He had 1 more year left on that deal. I'm saying give me one more good year. Give me one. That's all I want. I want to see one more good year. I cannot give you 238, 160 guaranteed. I want to see one.
After going 11-6 in that division?
Listen, I give you a 4. Look, your rookie deal was 4 years, right? A 4-year deal. Okay. You only went to the playoffs 1 year out of 3. You give me the 4th year.
He just got there.
You're killing me, Cat. He's only been there. This will be year 4 for him. Yeah. What I'm saying is, give me 1 more good year. If you give me a good year, I'll break the bank. If you don't, hey man, this is what I'm offering, and that's it. To me, is Kyler Murray better than Dak Prescott?
I would take Kyler Murray over Dak Prescott.
Yeah, probably. But I wouldn't wait to pay him. I wouldn't wait to pay him though, because I would
think about that a little bit, because I like Dak, but Kyler Murray is one of those players where you can't just be like, oh, I'm taking Dak over him quick. No, Kyler Murray he's one of those ones, dog. Like, oh, you really have to sit down with that one.
Bro, he is sus, man. This dude does make.
Oh, now you come with these kids' words.
I have to, because I'm relatable.
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead, Q. That's your division.
Nah, I wouldn't wait to pay him, man, because the price just gonna go up. Somebody else gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna have to pay him more. Like if you wait till next year. So yeah, I wouldn't wait. I mean, I think he a good talent. I mean, he gonna miss a couple games because he's so small. Like if somebody hit him one time, he gonna be nicked. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like put that in the equation. But hey, did y'all talk about the like they say he got to do film study and shit for like that's wild to me. Like you know what I'm saying?
Why? Why am I gonna pay
film study?
Yes, he's got 4 hours a week of film study on his own. Yeah. Are you serious? And you don't want to pay this dude, bro? Come on now.
They mean they had to put that as a clause in his contract, so that means he wasn't doing it. He wasn't just he was out there just winging it half the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was scrambling and shit.
I didn't hear that. I ain't gonna lie.
That's one of the clauses in the contract. He gotta do what 4 hours?
4 hours of independent study per week by himself. That's bananas.
But Jay, this
he did pretty good without doing film study.
Yeah, and Jay, let me say this. He's in a division with the Rams and the 49ers.
Right.
You're not about
and
to
the Seahawks.
do that. And before this year, hold up. You talked about his year since he got drafted. And before this upcoming season, Russell Wilson was in that division too. So you're talking about Seattle. So you're talking about he made the playoffs last year with Russell Wilson in Seattle, with a good 49er team and a team that won the Super Bowl in the Rams. That's not bad, dude. You wilding right now.
I mean, three teams did come out of the division that were playoff bound. I get that, right? I also get the fact that he did go up against two very, 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 very good defenses and probably two of the best defensive lines in the league. Arguably, we could have that discussion. I mean, because yes, the Rams' defensive line was nasty last year with Von Miller, and then you also got to say, hey, the Niners with I wanted to say T.J. Watt, but not T.J. Watt. It's
Bosa, man. Yeah.
Bosa, apologies. With Bosa, I mean that's a nasty. That's very nasty. With Kyler,
I don't get what you got me. I'm lost. I'm fucking lost, man.
My thing is this: with Kyler Murray, I just don't see a young dude I don't see a guy that deserves that kind of bread, and I gotta put a really dumb clause in the contract.
Right.
But you just explained why he did, though. You just said all the stuff, the reason why he deserved it, because of what he did. You just said it.
1 year.
He been there.
1 year.
He's going against the 49ers, the Rams, and the Seahawks. And he did all that just getting there right now with a hurt year with DeAndre Hopkins. And you still talking about, I don't see it?
Can we agree that the Seahawks were trash?
It's not about that. That's a good division.
That's a good division. And this year the Seahawks are trash. Last year they had talent. They just wasn't that team.
Yeah, Russ got hurt a couple games.
Yeah, too. I mean, Russ got hurt. You still had DK Metcalf.
Defense was trash.
Bobby Wagner's gone now.
Defense was so trash.
Hey, man. Hey, we going around circles. All right, bro.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Being that Kyler Murray got his contract, is it time for Baltimore to front the money, put it up for Lamar Jackson?
They got to. They kind of have to. You know what I'm saying? They have to. Lamar has an MVP. You know what I'm saying? He got an MVP. So, like, you got to give him that bread. Like, I don't know what's the hold up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Lamar better than Kyler, but you know what I'm saying? That's just me. But and Lamar, he doesn't get hurt. He durable, you know what I'm saying, for the style of play he play. He run the ball all the time. I feel like that, you know what I'm saying? He worth the money. Like, he worth the money. I mean, they need to get him some weapons though. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, like, but they do need to pay Lamar. If they, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just going up. Like they should have been paid him, and now they got to fork up more because they waited and let Kyler get his money. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got to be like, yo, I should get 250 now. You know what I'm saying? Like I should get 250 guaranteed. But
give the man his money. He deserves it more than Kyler Murray. Just my opinion.
right.
He deserves it more than Kyler Murray. He's put in that work. He stands out on camera. He jumps off the screen when you're watching him every time he's on the camera. So I feel like, this is not really an argument if we're comparing it to Kyler Murray or who should get their money. Definitely Lamar Jackson needs it, because if you tell me right now, we can't even find a Kyler Murray. Can y'all find a Lamar Jackson? Hell no. So pay him and make sure you keep him right now, because if you don't, Baltimore falls completely off the map.
Right.
Y'all ready?
There we go.
We've been ready all day.
He in DC.
Here's the issue lesson for us, okay? So the Baltimore Ravens win a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. The first one that he won, okay? Then they break the bank on Joe Flacco. Now, reminder, he had all that talent. Anquan Bolden. He had a very good defense. Offensive line was awesome. The full nine, right? What ends up happening after they break the bank for Flacco? All that talent's gone. Flacco, you got to win this. We're going to give you subpar players to win it all. It didn't take until Flacco's, I think it was one of his last, it was towards the end of that contract when Flacco actually balled out again. But this time, because the contract was so front-loaded, now they was able to get him more talent, right? And he was able to win that Super Bowl with Ray Lewis, Ray Lewis's last Super Bowl. I say all that to say this. If I do believe Lamar Jackson deserves the money. He's been an MVP. I mean, the dude is a monster on his feet. That offense is basically built for him, right? But if Lamar Jackson was listening, I'm going to tell him this. You take that money, you will not get a top flight receiver on either side of you unless it's out of the draft. Your tight end, who's one of the best tight ends in the league, will be gone within 2 years or less because they ain't gonna be able to pay all them cats. And oh, by the way, your defense will not be the same within the next 2 years because they cannot pay all of you guys and break the bank for you. So be very careful with what you're asking for, because the second you break the bank, now the expectation is Lamar win us a Super Bowl, but we're not giving you anything outside of you. So yes, does he deserve it? I agree. But he will not have the type of talent everyone expects him to have around him to be successful. Think about this. He's only thrown for the most he's ever thrown for was what, 3,100 yards? Y'all think he's going to throw for over 4,000 or 5,000 yards if he gets that deal? No. So guess what? Take the bread, but get ready to have a talent depletion whenever that happens.
Yeah, they don't got no receivers, none of that right now.
They don't, but it's only if
y'all like Rashad Bateman.
Hey, they don't got no receivers.
Random names, boy.
Okay, so all right, so let me see where I can start with. Try to unravel everything y'all said. Okay, based on what he's done, he does deserve his money. He does. We can't take that from him. He won MVP. He went on. He did some things. We understand that. This is tricky for me. I know y'all gonna say, "You why you just said give Kyler Murray the money." I'm torn on Lamar Jackson. I am. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because I know y'all like Lamar Jackson more than Kyler Murray. I like Kyler Murray better. And that's no disrespect to Lamar Jackson. I like Kyler Murray. I'm going to say this. As far as a quarterback throwing the football, give me Kyler Murray all day, every day over Lamar Jackson. So I would take Kyler Murray. But like I said, I think he deserves his money. But I like what you said, Jay. With the current situation of the Baltimore Ravens, dude, J.K. Dobbins is coming off of a real injury. Is he the running back of the future over there? You got to start looking at that team and saying to yourself, see, the Cardinals, at least you can say, when DeAndre Hopkins comes back, they're a playoff team. No doubt about it, they're ready to win. Yeah. I can sit here and tell y'all, currently, and we're going to talk about this, we're going to be breaking down divisions the next few weeks. I don't think the Ravens are going to win the division at all. I think they have 0% chance of winning the division. And that's even if J.K. Dobbins comes back healthy, they land the receiver somehow, some way. I just think what they got there in Cincinnati, I just don't see I don't see it matching up. So I would pay him just because he's earned it, but I wouldn't be happy about it. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to sell tickets. So you're make your money back.
Pay a guy. Yes, he's going to sell tickets. You're going to pay a guy all this money and know good and well you may not make the playoffs over the next 2 years.
That's the scary part. That's the scary part. But it's up to the front office to get some talent in there.
Or if you're Lamar Jackson, and I know you guys are going to be like, oh, Jay, you tripping. Lamar, take a deal that's cap friendly but ensure, tell the team, hey, I need talent. If we're gonna, I need a top flight receiver. I need a decent right tackle, left tackle, whatever. Hey man, and or if y'all want to just front load that defense, that's fine. But bro, if he goes and sells out the max on him, he is screwed. And when I say screwed, I mean if he goes for a Pat Mahomes type deal, he's done.
Oh no, he's not getting Patrick.
You just thinking glass half empty, man. Get it up out of here. That guy get his money. If you was right there as Lamar Jackson, they talk about me giving you 250 plus million. You ain't gonna say, hey man, cut that down and give me a receiver. No, you gonna tell them to get it together, give me my money because I'm worth it. And y'all get my stuff together over here if y'all want to win. What are we talking about here?
Hey, Jolly Green Giant, can you tell me?
Jolly Green my ass, Jolly Green money. That's what we talking about.
Hey, give me the deal that you would give Lamar. Give me the deal you would give Lamar right now.
I'll just beat Kyler Murray and make him feel good.
No, I mean, give me like a deal that you would give Lamar.
5 years, he's saying 5 years, 235, because Kyler Murray got 5 years, 230.
Yeah, I'll just beat Lamar and make him feel like, give him what he deserves.
Nah, I need like 250. If I'm I'm
just gonna like I said, I'm gonna beat Lamar and give him what he deserves. But where are you going with that?
You don't deserve a Josh Allen type deal?
He better than Josh.
Yo, wow. What? What I'm better than Josh Allen?
Why he not?
Bro, Josh Allen is special, bro. Y'all wow. That boy is special.
Hey, y'all talked about Trey Lance yet?
Hey man, we not talking about that. Hey, look, matter of fact, enough of this. We're gonna go to divisions right now. I'm glad you said that. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl champs. Let's go to NFC West. Let's break it down. Who's gonna win the division and why? And y'all can say how y'all think the division's gonna turn out.
Do we all agree that the 49ers, not the 49ers, but the Seattle Seahawks are going to be the bottom feeders of the division?
Yes.
We all agree.
Yes.
Okay. So now this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay. Actually, no, it ain't going to get tricky. I'm going to just say it. The Niners are going to be third because Trey Lance is, I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready. And I also think with Debo holding out for his contract, that's going to hurt them. That's going to hurt them as a team. And that's why I got the Niners being third. I'm gonna say Arizona's gonna be number 2, only because by default, Seattle's gonna stink, and I think Arizona could knock off the Niners 2 really good times. So I'm gonna give Arizona the 9. But by God, the way the Rams are set right now, like not only from a like next couple of years perspective, but this year included, bro, they're gonna eat in that division. They're gonna run through that division like 6-0. Seriously.
Wow, I know you don't like that, but I'm gonna bump you real quick. Bumpy, what you got?
Man, that's crazy because I don't even like saying this, but I kind of agree with this franchise guy a little bit.
You're a good man, bro, because if you didn't, he was going RIP, man, tonight.
Because I still like, even seeing the division, I still don't feel like nobody was better than the Rams or what they got right now. Like, their Rams team is set, man. Like, they got people locked in that are championship players that just got a whole lot of experience. And it's just going to be hard to be better than them at this moment as far as the Cardinals, which, like we said, are a pretty good team, but they're not Rams built. And then you got the 49ers, who got a little bit of stuff they got going on, so they're not fully locked in. The Rams have no problems. They don't worry about no players, nothing like that. They are ready to go again and repeat right now. Everybody else ain't on that level. Everybody else in that franchise is not on the Rams level right now. The Rams are not worried about nothing but training and going back and taking it again. Everybody else can't say that. So I like the Rams taking the division for sure. And I do got the Cardinals coming in second in that division. But besides that, I got the Rams taking that division kind of clear.
Now what you got to say about that, 40 boy Q?
Nah. They tripping for one, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that. And I'm gonna say this, man, Trey Lance, you heard it here, folks. He gonna be good, man. Y'all think everybody got, you know what I'm saying, think he not gonna be good. I think Trey Lance gonna be good, man. Like, I mean, hell, like Jimmy G won shit, and we got to the NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying?
That's so Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm talking about last season.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy G, you know what I'm saying? He tries best to throw an interception every game. You know what I'm saying? So we not gonna say he you know what I'm saying? Like Trey Lance not gonna be good, but I got him second in the division. I'm gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got the Rams first. Rams good, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got us beating them once. You know what I'm saying? We played them twice. We're gonna beat the Rams once. We're gonna beat the Rams once. You know what I'm saying?
Who's gonna beat the Rams one time?
Hey, we beat the Rams 6 times.
Who's your team, 40?
The Niners.
What's up?
I'm a Niners fan.
They might get one. If they got Debo. If they don't got Debo, no.
They don't have Debo, but look. Hey, and we gonna beat the shit out of the Cardinals. We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
Hold on. You see all this? You see all this bread? See all this? All of this? Hey, all of this? Credit cards, all of that. Y'all ain't beating the Rams ever.
Man, we gonna come back to this. What's the date? What's the date?
For a good bid. Like, hey, bro.
July 26th, 2022. You said we weren't gonna beat the Rams. We're gonna beat them once.
No, y'all.
At least this season.
You know how many people gotta be injured for that to happen?
We're gonna be 12-5.
What? Hold on.
49ers gonna be 12-5.
All right.
12-5.
Hey, I'm gonna leave that in my wallet. What's up?
So you got
12-5.
So what the Rams record gonna be?
What?
What the Rams record gonna be?
They're gonna be like they're gonna be 11-6.
So you got the 49ers win the division.
We might, man. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all made me change my
tune. You out here playing. You out here playing,
Nah, y'all made me change my tune with the slander, man. I can't do that with the 49ers slander. Me being a Niners fan, man. Y'all acting like we won in the NFC Championship last season with the Rams. We lost. Hey, we lost, but hey, man, it can happen again. You know what I'm saying?
You got the Rams first, the 49ers second, even though you tried to switch up.
Yeah,
and then who's third?
So
the Cardinals. The Cardinals easy, and
three teams making the playoffs this year. Yes or no?
Nah, it's gonna be like last year. We a dominant man. We a dominant team in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? Like we knocked the Saints out last year. That probably happened again. You know what I'm saying? We'll knock the Saints out. And you know what I'm saying? Like
Talk spicy.
right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So
where did y'all find this dude?
So I got the Cardinals.
Go back
I
to the free agent market, man.
I got the Cardinals making the playoffs. I got the 49ers missing the playoffs. I got the Seahawks missing the playoffs. And I'm with Jasper and Bumpy. This is going too far. The Rams are going to run this division. They're going to run away with it. They added Allen Robinson. They added Bobby Wagner to already a team that just won the Super Bowl.
And I forgot about Bobby.
OBJ. Dude, they're going to win the division. They're a Super Bowl candidate. They should be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. And then again, before we get to the next topic, Matthew Stafford. Watch your mouth, Q. Watch your mouth.
Oh, the leader in interception. That's crazy.
What I will say is this. I'm going to say this to you guys, and this is going to be a hot take. I got the Rams winning that division, but I don't think they win the Super Bowl.
Okay, we'll get to that.
I don't think they make it to the Super Bowl. But go ahead.
Okay, let's go to the AFC West. I don't think we'll agree that much on that one. So tell me how it's going to shake down in the AFC West.
Who wants this first? Because man, this is the hardest one to call.
Right, it's crazy. I got the Chargers winning that division. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They added some pieces, so I just feel like they can win the division. I got Kansas City 2. I got Denver 3, and I got the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Last, you know what I'm saying? Like
Devontae Adams doesn't change anything.
Hey man, Derek Carr ass. Y'all be talking about, man. Y'all act like Derek Carr something, man. He's not good.
Yo, he's gonna be a free agent tonight. Yo, get rid of this man. Who's man?
Hey, the Raiders ass, bro.
You must be your friend. Get your man. Oh, get your man. Are you sick? Bumpy, please go. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
He must be a Raiders fan.
Now you're a Saints fan.
Watch your tongue.
Yeah.
Hey man, look. The Chiefs is still a factor in that league, man. The Chargers are definitely one of those ones you got to worry about. So I do see this league being kind of dangerous. I like the Raiders too, though. See, the Raiders, I think Devontae Adams adds a whole nother definition to the offense that it's just hard to stop. He makes quarterbacks better. Derek Carr became better adding Devontae Adams there. And if I was going to pick somebody to win this division, it's hard, man, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on a limb this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go out crazy, and I'm going to say the Raiders going to be number 1 in the division.
Okay.
I think the Raiders can do it because the Raiders haven't been bad. They just need a few little pieces, and I believe they worked on it. Now, I'm suspect about the coaching a little bit, but as far as the team on the field, they're not this division. They can win this division, man, in my opinion. Now, the Broncos definitely got Russell Wilson. That's crazy. That's an elevation in itself. But the defense of the Broncos is still suspect to me.
Wow.
As far as, a longevity defense, I don't see it all the way. But, that's just me. But I'm going to say the Raiders going to be number 1 and the Chargers number 2. And they both go to the playoffs.
Wow. Okay, so here's the crazy part. I got the Broncos last. I think the Russell Wilson doesn't matter at all. Broncos ain't going nowhere. They got a good defense, but I said they get under 10 wins this season. They will be under 10. So maybe about 9. They may get 9 wins. They may be 8. But they're going to be under 10 for sure, in my opinion. Now, here's where it gets tricky. I got the Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs all going 11-6. All 3 teams make the playoffs. But I think ultimately the Chargers are going to win the division. I do. I think Justin Herbert, he's going to get it done, man. That team, they're loaded. They're loaded. I think they're primed to make a run. But it's going to be all 11-6. It's just going to come down to tiebreaker situations. And I think the Chargers get in. But I will say this. I do think the Chargers will be the first team eliminated from out of the 3 in the playoffs once they hit the playoffs.
Man, hey, who the Raiders got that y'all got?
Well, you added Devontae Adams to Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow on the offensive side of the ball.
I ain't even think.
And I had Hunter Renfrow in my fantasy league last year or year before that. And he was good.
Yeah, that's crazy. That alone is tough.
Well, they only gonna lose by 7 now when they play teams. They ain't gonna lose by a lot since they got them. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders, that's crazy, bro. Like Derek Carr, y'all got that much faith in that guy?
All right.
I like him, bro. I like him. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
I wouldn't draft him in fantasy. He wouldn't be nowhere near my fantasy team.
I think losing Tyreek Hill is big.
Who you wouldn't draft?
Derek Carr.
Oh, I feel you on that. Hey, I don't know. He do got Devontae though, so he's thought about more than he was before this.
I got an announcement to make. Bumpy Bars is gonna be in the Nbs League this year. Let's go, baby.
Dang, he gonna get. You ready to get smoked?
You don't want that, dude.
You ready to get smoked?
Y'all have no idea.
Hey,
I know how to play. I know how to play from all the way down and come back and win a ring, dog. All I gotta do is get in the playoffs. Be careful, players. All right, be careful.
Hey, Bumpy's hairline is gonna get pushed all the way back after playing.
Speaking of the guy that got the spree wet, I mean, what's that? Sam Cassell. Speaking of the Sam Cassell guy.
All right, hey, before we wrap up this show.
So real quick.
Go ahead, Jay.
With regards to the division, right? This is a very hard division to call. I think Denver's probably going to be the same at about. I think they're going to be a 6-11 team. I don't believe in Denver like that. I think Russell's going to be a good addition, but that defense is still not that good, man.
I disagree. I think that defense is good. I think the rest of the team is not that good.
Like I said, they're suspect.
They are. They mad. Denver's mad suspect.
Especially to me, the secondary is not as good as y'all think it is.
You crazy?
They're not. They're not at all. At all. That secondary is gonna cough up a lot of points. I think Kansas City's gonna take a step back, man. I think Kansas City's the 3rd place team.
Okay.
And I also think, and this is gonna be this might shock some people. I don't think Kansas City makes the playoffs.
Wow. Where my wallet at? Show me that money again. I got my wallet too, Jay. Hey, we got to bet after the show.
So I don't think they make the playoffs, and it's mainly because losing Tyreek Hill is going to hurt a little bit. I think the loss that's going to hurt them the most is losing the Honey Badger. That's going to stink.
Yeah.
And they're not that great of a pass rushing team. And most teams can keep Kansas City off the field. And remember, Orlando Brown's not the greatest offensive tackle to protect. Like, he's not a great left tackle. He's good, but he's not great. And in that division, they got some really good pass rushers. I just don't see it. I think Kansas City's taking a step back, and nobody. I have a funny feeling they're going to break. They're going to probably be like an 8. I say a 9-8 type team, and not make the playoffs. Wow. And this is where it's going to get interesting. I think the Raiders make the playoffs as a wild card team, being that they're going to be the second best. I think Derek Carr is going to make a jump. I also think that Jacobs is gonna ball out this year. I would pick Jacobs up in fantasy football. If it were me, I'm picking Jacobs in fantasy football. He's gonna ball out with all that talent on the outside and how much attention all that talent's gonna get. He's gonna ball out. But hey, man, with that being said, Chargers about to win that whole damn division. And Herbert, if you don't have I'm not saying draft Justin Herbert in the first round, but I will tell you that Justin Herbert is about to ball straight off. And that defense is loaded. Not loaded, loaded. And that defense is going to ball. I think and again, this is a wild and crazy take. I think the Chargers, right? I think the Chargers go 14-3.
14-3?
I think they got 14 good wins in them.
Wow.
They going, bro. That defense is so, bro. With Khalil Mack and Bosa on us, you can't, bro. You can't double team the ends. Bro, they're going to Derwin James, bro. Derwin James is about to feast. Jackson from New England? Easy. That defense is going to be so vicious. It's ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Oakland's offense is going to be good. Their defense is not there. Right? But if you look at the Chargers top to bottom, with Justin Herbert knowing what he knows now, and Brandon Staley knowing, hey, good and well, I need to be a better manager of the game, bro, that team's gonna be tough to beat. That's a tough team to beat.
Okay. Well, there y'all have it. We gonna cover college football next week. We're not gonna cover it because it's getting late in the show. Let's get to these shout outs, y'all.
Hey. Shout out to the franchise pulling up. I appreciate you, man, coming in here and taking this ass whooping, man. Shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate you pulling up for that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Follow, subscribe. He got franchises everywhere, like he said, so check him out, y'all. My boy 40 pulled up. Salute to 40. What? Q in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. If y'all ain't subscribed, y'all better do it right now. I appreciate both of these fellas, you know what I'm saying, coming in here today. X, the sports junkie. I get to beat on you 2 times this year, 2 different leagues. This gonna be fun. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you always tapping in, keeping it solid. Finally got to see you visual. Let's go, baby. We are back. UC, LA. UC, LA. Let's go, baby. Subscribe to Bumpy Bars with a Z and follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, no doubt. Go ahead, 40 boy Q.
Man, shout out to the team, man. Shout out franchise. Shout out Bumpy. Shout out the sports junkie, man. You know, I had to come on here and give some, good takes because these boys, they obviously be biased on here. So, you know what I'm saying? I just come, tell my truths, man, and they don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Truths.
Yeah, Jay.
Truths. Okay, so as everybody knows, I'm the franchise, the wily veteran of this group. The guy that can very easily smoke Truex the sports junkie on any given occasion. And been doing that for about 10 years, probably actually longer than that, because we go all the way back to like 14. So I definitely want to shout you guys out for coming on tonight. I like a lot of you guys' opinions. I respect them. Bumpy Bars, I'm just letting you know right now, man. Hey, man, you came with some smoke, all right? But next week, my brother, hey, man, if you wear a green shirt,
I stand out, player.
With all that Lakers emblem, all that Lakers love that you got back there, and a Cowboys sign in the back, we're gonna have real life issues, man. I can't support you, man.
Start the issue.
40 boy, you know, I respect your takes and your crazy wilding out on analytics and whatnot, but I just need to put this out there, bro. Hey man, leave that bias at home, man. Leave that bias at home. You know, but anyway, hey man, thank y'all again. Again, please follow us on all social sites. You know, I will more than likely be back on here next week to bless you guys with a lot of great sports knowledge. You two young rookies, hey man, make sure y'all bring it a little bit better next week, man, because next week I'm forgiving. Okay. All right.
Oh God. Hey. Okay, so
franchise.
Jay Franchise, are you gonna be in the Nbs League this year?
I need to speak with my I need to speak with my agent.
So you ducking smoke. You ducking smoke.
No. I need to speak with my agent.
You pulled out too much money. Put it on the floor, man. Put it on the floor.
I need to speak with my agent. You know, I need to speak with my agent and my representatives before making my decision. By next week, I will announce whether or not I will be in the Nbs League or not.
I don't know what franchise that nigga own.
He ducking. Hey, I get it though. Wherever you are, let me see. I wrote some stuff down from the show. Shout out to my boy Q. I'm expecting to draft Trey Lance because he's gonna have a big year, right?
Now I'm smoking. I'm smoking shit this year in the Nbs League. Wow.
You are not drafting Trey Lance.
All right.
I might. I'm
expecting you to draft.
Hey, y'all doing it random, right? All right. How y'all draft random?
Said Josh Jacobs is gonna have a big old year.
Josh Jacobs gonna have a monster year.
And I'm expecting you to bump me to draft Hunter Renfrow because you said he's really nice.
No, I said I had him last year or the year before. I said he was nice. I didn't say you don't expect me to draft nobody.
With all that being said, man, I appreciate y'all fellas. Next week I'll be here to beat y'all down again. With that being said, this is the Nbs Show. Y'all go subscribe. We out. Peace.